Welcome back to Are You Serious? The show where we make silly stuff out of serious topics. I am one of your hosts, Isaac Abrams. Joining me today is co-host Nick Pyatt to my right, and the man Sivers, Alex Sivers himself, sitting way too close to a camera.
So what do we think about dogs?
Dogs. Do you like dogs?
You like dogs?
I love dogs so much, I don't think anybody should have them as pets.
Now, is this like a PETA ideological thing? Like, you don't think that like a human being should be the master over an animal?
So I don't understand. Okay, so the only reason to have a pet is for personal satisfaction.
Facts.
It is not for the dog. The fact that we pretend that people rescue them
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah.
is kind of ridiculous. Like, as far as the terminology, right? Like, I have nothing against people who do that. I just don't think that's something that should happen. I don't think like, and the argument for that I've heard before is like, oh, well, there's so many dogs now, we have to be able to take them in. It's like, no, the reason the dog like business exists is because of the demand. It's not the demand exists or that supply exists because the demand was there. It's not the other way around.
Do you think it's people's vanity that drives them into dogs? Is it like the life that they pictured? They were like, well, I just always thought.
Yeah, I think it's the life they pictured, right? So like people go, okay, I want the house and the car and the kids and the dog, and like that's my life. And
the Sibian machine.
Or, whatever it is. Like
I don't even know what that is. What's a Sibian machine?
Isaac doesn't watch porn.
Put it up on the screen.
You really don't.
I don't know what a Sibian machine is.
Well,
I'm also glad I'm clipping this show, because if it was up to you guys, I'd just be saying Sibian machine. Me and my Sibian machine. What is it?
That's a clip now for sure.
Yeah, for sure. We gotta superimpose you riding one in intergalactic territory now.
You got What? But when we leave, could you sit on his motorcycle for a minute and just like rev it?
Yeah, and we'll just take some shots. We'll just take some reference plates so we can get you.
It's a motorcycle?
No.
Oh no.
No, it's a motorcycle of pleasure is what it is.
You do ride it.
Yeah, you do ride it. It is a very large masturbation device.
For men or women?
For women. I mean, well, I don't know.
It's 2023.
Yeah, I mean, probably both.
So what does that have to do with dogs?
It doesn't. I mean, we're just talking about a life that you plan for yourself. You're like, I don't know if I really make it. I would have a Tesla Model 3. I'd have a Yorkie, maybe a Sibian machine. That's where it came from.
That's how you say it.
Yeah.
It's not Sibian.
Well, if I'm being honest, I actually don't know how you say it.
I've just seen it written.
Well, how did they write it on yours?
S-Y.
Wait a minute. Is it a piano company? There's a musical instrument company called Sabian.
No, it's cymbals.
You're thinking of Sabine. It's Sabine. They make tuners. They make pianos.
What about Sabian?
They make
Sabian
cymbals.
is a cymbal company. That's S-A-B-I-A.
I mean, that said, a Sibian is just a symbol of your eroticism, if we're being honest.
Just sit in it.
Just be erotic for 1 second of your life, won't you?
Why don't we get one of these machines, and whoever has to sit up front instead of an Apple box, they have to sit on a Sibian machine?
Just my eyes are rolling back in my head.
Have you seen that Shane Gillis sketch?
Yes, he's riding a Sibian.
Okay.
Yeah.
His OnlyFans sketch.
Yeah.
So
and he's
funny.
like, do you want to go to university or not?
I'm fucking working.
Yeah. Dude, Shane Gillis, he is, I really do think that he is top 3, maybe top comedian of today. He is just a fucking treasure.
Yeah, he's great.
He really is.
He does the best Trump.
Congratulations.
So great.
Shane.
Does a really good Trump.
That's so bad.
Yeah, let's just sit in it for a second.
Just sit on it like a Sibian. Let's just ride this wave like a Sibian.
Okay. Back to dogs for a second. But in a second. But you just mentioned like if you had the perfect life. So I think we should go around and go like when it all works out. I mean, we'll probably skip Cyrus because he's already got the perfect life. But maybe for me and Nick, we'll talk about like what it looks like for us when we accomplish all of our goals.
Nick, if the first thing you say is the dog breed that you want, I'm gonna laugh so hard.
I want 2 Chihuahuas.
I was just hoping to have a couple Chihuahuas.
Chihuahuas.
I was just hoping to have a couple Chihuahuas.
No, if I was going to have a dog, it would be a Chihuahua, though, for sure.
Okay,
Really?
how about this?
I feel like I've married the human version of a Chihuahua.
A Chihuahua?
Oh my God! I hope she doesn't watch the show.
Oh, she would love that.
Oh. What kind of dog is your wife, Cyrus?
A Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
A Chihuahua.
All right. Cool.
No, I would say, God, well, yeah. What? I don't know. I can't think of an answer that wouldn't offend her.
Maybe steer clear.
Yeah, I don't think she'd be a dog. How about that?
What are the circumstances under which it's okay to have a dog?
You know what? I think there are scenarios where people do bring in dogs that have been either poorly treated or have like disabilities. I've got some friends that have a couple of one-eyed dogs and a dog with back legs that don't work. So they have they spend
What a wonderful life.
They spend a lot of time taking care of those dogs.
It's a wonderful life.
They spend a lot of time taking care of those dogs, and those dogs are clearly happier with them than they would have been in the last scenario they were in.
Do you not feel like dogs as an animal desire human companionship?
Do you not think that dogs as a human desire animal companionship?
Well, that's not what we're talking about because everybody has a fucking
Right, but
dog.
dogs don't buy their owners.
That's true. They don't really have a choice, do
Owners buy the dog.
But most dogs look
It's
super stoked.
I guess my point is, it's not the dog's choice, and we don't know how they feel because they can't speak.
they? Yeah, when's the last time a dog put a collar on you and paraded you around their neighborhood?
But, okay.
Because if anyone did that to any of us,
And
we'd
said,
be pissed about
take a shit right now. I'm trying to go to sleep.
it. And if you don't, and I'm going to take you to a school that trains you,
Yeah.
which is like...
In a concentration of other dogs. I'm going to take you to a camp to
You have to focus. at camp.
re-educate you.
It's a concentration camp.
It's terrible. That's a terrible joke. It's still too soon, even 80 years later. Yeah, I mean, I maybe I don't exactly agree with your point of view, but there is something that resonates with me about like the conflict of humans and animals in harmony in a home, because I don't think it's harmony, and I also don't disagree. You know, the reason that you have gates and fences and leashes and collars is that they'd get the fuck away from you if you didn't if you weren't like their provider of food, or if they didn't fear you or whatever it is, they would go the fuck out and, I mean, frankly, get hit by a car. But like, that's the life they want. Right. You're just controlling them.
Right.
And you're like, no, don't run away. You're my heart.
Well, don't you think if you fed the dog correctly, wouldn't it come back when it couldn't find anything else to eat?
Well, sure it would, but I mean,
not necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, even if it did, it's
Depends
still
on how you're treating it.
It's still like a abusive relationship to some degree, right? It's like it's not of their, all right, here's the deal. Okay, how about this? Setting up a scenario, Nick, for you to judge.
All right.
You're in the woods hiking, right?
Okay.
And it's a 7-mile hike. On mile 3, a dog comes out of the woods. You're like, oh, what the fuck's up with this dog? I wonder if it's going to try to fuck me up.
Right.
At that point, do you say, "What's up, dog"?
Oh, for sure. But that dog just stays with you, right? That dog just walks with you.
Right.
And for the next 3.5 miles where you get to the summit, the dog's just next to you, just fucking, it's your little buddy. It chose you, is the point.
I open the car door, he hops right in.
He's like, dude,
and he's just
we found each other.
Yeah, and he sits down in the seat next to me just like, this is perfect for me.
And then he looks you dead in the eye and he says, I choose you, Nick.
I mean,
you found a talking dog and he wants to hang out with you?
If I find a talking dog, it is mine.
It's my fucking property.
I will be the one getting famous off of that dog.
Doesn't it depend on what he says? What if you're at the grocery store and he's like, "This dude fucks me when we're at home"?
Yeah, and I'll be like, I've got the Ted version of a dog here.
Oh my God! What if it was a bad talker though?
Oh yeah, like talk shit, try to get you in trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's take talking dog off the table for just a second.
Your scenario where a dog it's
chose
clear that this dog chose me and loves like being around me.
That's right.
Isn't even into being around other people, right?
Yeah.
It's me.
It's just like, dude, I found you in the woods and we had a rad ass time together, and in that moment you were my fucking person and I stay with you.
Right.
And under those conditions, does your mind change?
No, because I'm allergic.
Oh, so now we're getting down to it. You just don't like dogs because you're allergic to them. You sick fuck.
I can't have one, so no one can have
And
one.
I don't like cats because they're basically just snakes with legs.
Oh, wow. Okay, well.
My neighbor's cat opened
I'm
me up
allergic.
last night.
And I'm allergic. Oh, that's a good argument for having a cat. It cut you yesterday.
Well, most cats are great, but my neighbor's cat's a real asshole.
There's a lot of asshole cats.
Every neighbor.
Do you still have a
everybody has
cat?
neighbor.
Sure do. Yeah.
And how many dogs do you have now?
Technically, there's 3 dogs that live in the home.
Okay, there sounds like there's more to that story.
Yeah, let's just leave it. Let's just sit in it.
That's the new way to end a conversation.
Yeah. Or if somebody says something stupid, we just have to sit in it.
Let's just sit in it.
Sit in it.
And we did it. We
Okay,
might as well sit
so
in it.
I think that if you're going to take that kind of argument, take the fact that you're a weak human and you're allergic to like super common animals out
Oh
of
my
it.
God, Nick! It's so bad that that's where this went. We went all the way. Your opinion on dogs has to do strictly with your own weak biome. It has nothing to do with any kind of ideology or point of
I
view.
can't breathe when there's happiness in the room.
I've lived with dogs and cats before.
And you had to take Zyrtec like a motherfucker.
No,
you just snort it.
I basically just, as long as they're not in my bed, I'm okay.
Well, you know what? If you would have
And-
told me at the beginning of this, well, I'm allergic to dogs, I would have been like, well, then who gives a fuck?
Right, no one cares about what you have to say now.
I still think all those things. It just
Yeah,
also
but
can't.
your opinion's tainted. It's, I think we all agree we
Well,
can't trust your...
And you're saying my opinion's tainted because I can't love a dog,
Well, because you're allergic to them.
right? but
Wait a
like,
minute. I think you have the ability and the capacity to love at some point. You got married, you love something.
right?
But
You're not allergic to it.
you're not allergic to love.
You allergic to your wife?
No, I'm
Would
not.
you still
yet.
love her if you were?
What if she came
Yeah,
home with a
of
dog
course.
and was like, Nick, this makes me happier than anything in the world, even you.
And you were like, achoo! Okay, achoo!
I'll just be living at my other home now.
Yeah, no, I would probably take the dog. Yeah,
You would take it
yeah.
away from her.
No, I'd let her have it.
Okay.
You would.
Does she share your opinion on
If-
dogs?
No, she really wants a dog, but I'm allergic.
So she's sacrificing part of her life for you.
Yep.
Yeah, and very soon you're going to sacrifice your health for 13 years for her. Because that shit's only going to last so long.
It ain't over. Once a dog, okay, how about this? Once a dog dies, how long till you get a new dog? What's the turnaround time on dead dogs?
I don't know.
Ooh, that's a good question.
But I think most people do that. If they love having a dog, when one dies, they get another one.
Like
It's some-
you're talking about the same week,
no,
day?
No, I think it's a month to 2 months, 3 months. something
Body's
like
not even cold in the ground.
I mean, it's cold in like 1.5 hours. It doesn't take long.
Now, here's my thing about dogs. Here's my hot take on
that.
a
You go on
dog.
at dinner later that night.
Yeah.
If I had the right living situation and a partner that lived with me that could take care of the dog when I was not home, I think I could have a dog.
I think most people are shitty dog owners.
I agree with you.
Oh, yeah.
There are a lot of people that leave dogs in the house for 10, 12 hours at a time.
I'm going to say
take them
almost
out a couple times a day at most.
as near as makes no difference. 100% of people that own dogs are shitty dogs.
And the best example of that is if you ever go to one of those very high-rise luxury apartment buildings, every one of those animals pisses in the elevator on the way down to go outside because they've been inside all day.
What if?
There is always dog piss in a luxury apartment high-rise elevator.
Okay, let's scenario. Okay, real quick. You're sentenced to 1 year in prison, right?
Okay.
Who is this?
You, just as a hypothetical.
All right.
Is it regular prison or dog prison?
What do you think I did?
Well, it's a very unique prison
What did he do? Yeah, that's a good
because
question.
you have 2 options.
Okay.
Okay. And
Was
they're
it white collar crime?
White
like a
collar?
fraud?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something?
Yeah,
Can he-
sure.
Can he play tennis and
it's-
golf and stuff?
Yeah, absolutely. You do all that stuff.
Is there
okay.
butt stuff involved?
But they give you options. You go
Okay.
to this prison. They're like, welcome to the prison, you fucking scumbag.
Mm-hmm.
We expect to have you as a tenant,
Okay.
if that's what they call them,
Right.
for
An inmate?
an inmate.
Okay.
An inmate.
You're looking the wrong way. I'm over here.
They give you a number. Oh, well, the screen's over here, so you're over here.
Hurry up.
The scenario
Yeah, I got
that
a
I'm
number.
painting
I
here
got a
is
number.
that they give you 2 options, and they say, hey, here's the deal. You can either run around in the yard, that's an external part of the prison. There's a weight set, there's a volleyball court. The only hitch is that's where you live. You just live out here. And so, you can kind of do whatever you want.
Where is the prison?
God damn it.
It matters.
So complicated. It's
It's in Minnesota.
Do you want to say Santa Monica?
It's in Santa Monica.
All right.
Prisons in Santa Monica.
I'm going outside.
What's the other option?
The other option is that you're indoors and you have a sink, but you don't have a toilet, and you can only piss and shit.
Oh, wait. I'm a human still?
You're a human. You can only piss and shit 2 times a day.
I'm going inside.
And that's at 7:30 a.m. and at 6:15 p.m. You can only piss and shit those 2 other times. And if you piss and shit outside of those 2 times, you get beaten and screamed at.
Yeah, I'm going outside.
You'd rather live outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most dogs would
because you have freedom.
I think most dogs would too.
Especially if you're in Santa Monica because the weather's good.
Yeah, until it's not.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'd rather be outside in fucking Orlando, Florida, than inside and holding my piss and shit all day. Can you imagine, like, your like 80% of your life is just having to hold your piss and shit? It's like all you can think about.
I wouldn't drink water,
right?
To get around.
Probably many dogs are severely dehydrated because, well, they're not. I mean, let's be honest, they're not that smart.
No, they drink and then they try to hold it.
They don't even have object permanence. They're fucking dummies.
What?
All right. Well, here
is that a plug-in for your machine that you ride?
Let's talk about this. let's talk about this. Why is it that we're not allowed to eat dogs?
I mean, that's kind of stupid.
They have a face. You can't eat anything with a face.
Yeah, horses have faces. You can eat horses. Yeah,
no,
people have faces.
We eat cows and pigs.
They don't have. Those aren't faces.
How is that different than a dog?
Those are snouts. You can't eat dogs because...
You can't eat a dog.
You can't eat a dog because they don't taste good.
That's why we're not allowed to eat them because they don't taste good?
That isn't the... There's a lot of meat that tastes like shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Why can't we eat dogs?
It's because of the relationship.
Because of the importance we placed on them as Americans.
It is.
It's not even just humans.
Is it illegal to eat dogs?
Here it is.
Is it against the law?
It's against the law in the United States, yes.
Is it really? That's true?
I don't know. I'm going to Google it.
What else is illegal to eat in the United States? Can you eat rats?
I don't think that's an issue because there aren't people trying it, but...
You can definitely eat rats.
Well, no one's trying to eat dogs necessarily.
No, you're not allowed to eat dogs. There are other countries that use dog meat.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we should too. It'd be an easy way to take care of the problem. What if they're delicious? What if Mr. Beast burgers are just dog meat?
You're wrong. There's parts of the United States that you can eat dogs.
Oh, let's move there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 states that it's illegal to eat dog meat. You want to guess, or you want me to tell you?
Wait, where it's illegal? There's only 7. So wait. That means that there's 43 states in this country that you can eat dog in.
One of them is definitely going to blow your mind.
No, 7.
There's 7 that's illegal. 43 are you can eat. You are allowed to eat.
Oh, 7 that are illegal.
Mm-hmm. California, right. New York, Oregon, Washington
Hold
State.
on, one at a time.
Washington, Oregon, California.
Stop. You guys, do you guys both agree on California?
Yes. And Washington and Oregon. We're going with the same thing.
Okay, and New York.
You can finish the liberal.
California is correct. The other 2 are incorrect.
Is that right? You can eat dogs in Washington?
Yes.
I think you could fuck animals in Washington up till a couple of years ago.
Well, what are we doing here?
Gas up the GMC. Let's go to Washington.
No, get in the time machine. You said up until a couple years ago.
Do we need to pick up condoms or no?
All right. Here's the one that I think is interesting.
Don't use condoms.
You guys were also correct about New York. I think somebody said New York.
Yes.
So it's California, Georgia. This one surprises me.
Georgia?
Hawaii. You think you should be able to eat some dogs in Hawaii?
I wouldn't necessarily think that.
You can eat whatever you want in Hawaii.
There aren't that many dogs there.
Michigan, New Jersey. We already said New York, and Virginia.
Those are just the states that have had problems with it.
Yeah.
Somebody went as far as to actually do it.
Those are the states with the tastiest dogs.
Oh, check this out. It's illegal in all states for slaughterhouses to handle dogs and cats.
So basically, it's only legal to eat your own dead cat or dog if it dies naturally.
No, you can kill it and eat it. But you have to clean it.
You have to own it first.
Well, you can't be stealing dogs to eat.
Purchase it alive.
Wait, Isaac, is it illegal to kill your own dog?
Oh, that's a good question.
So yeah, because that's the issue we're talking about. Like,
yeah,
we're talking like a very ridiculous scenario where you would have to purchase dogs, let them die naturally.
There's a real good reason why. This says, why is dog meat banned? The World Health Organization warns, because we all know how effective they are about medical stuff. The World Health Organization warns that the trade, slaughter, and consumption of dogs poses human health risks from trichinosis.
Trichinosis.
No, there's an extra O or something. Trichinellosius. Cholera and rabies.
Yeah, they ain't wrong. You got to boil your dog meat. You got to boil the hate out of it.
Oh, wow.
And the trichinosis.
The next one says, is dog meat tasty? It's a red meat, quite fatty and extremely fragrant. Take a cross between beef and mutton, add extra meaty flavoring, and you've got the taste of dog.
That actually sounds pretty good. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've had lamb and, I mean, like a lot of like Lebanese food and stuff.
Duck is really good.
I love duck.
Is delicious.
Yeah.
I'm a mother ducker.
I just had duck for the first time
I'm a father
a couple
ducker.
years ago, and it was delicious.
Dude, duck fat fries?
They're
all
good.
duck. Duck
They're
udon is my favorite noodle soup.
I just ate at Duck Fat in Portland, Maine, and had just a grip of fries, triple fried in Doug Fat. Duck Fat.
He likes it.
Remember? Do you remember?
No, it's bad.
Killer tofu.
Ooh. Oh, it's so good. Patty, you're the man. He's for me. Patty, you're the something. I'm a something.
I feel like I'm listening to a podcast that I would not normally listen to because I don't know what you guys are talking about.
And then wouldn't come back to it ever.
Yeah, but
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, and watching. But wait, what was the reference that you just made? Patty with the fatty or whatever?
Doug.
You don't know Doug? Nickelodeon show, Doug?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that was a great one, man.
I'm either too old or I wasn't allowed to have cable growing up.
And then he had this band that played a song, and their hit song was Killer Tofu. And it went, ooh-wee, ooh, Killer Tofu.
No, that makes sense. Let's put in a clip.
E-I-E. Ooh-wee-oo.
There will be no clip. It'll just be Cybers doing that.
You'll just slam zoom on my face and rotate.
Oh, I'll do something on your face, but it's not going to be any of that.
I'll slam something.
I'll slam my dog meat right on your face.
Oh, man. Okay, well, I guess we rounded out the dog conversation. It's very interesting that it's actually okay. Do you figure out if it's actually you can like kill your own dog and eat it in every other state?
Can you kill your own dog?
No,
and eat
because
it?
Michael Vick went to jail for killing dogs.
Well, he went to jail for abusing dogs.
Okay, so you're allowed to kill them but not abuse them? There's no way that's a law.
Well, yeah, because like if you went to a slaughterhouse and you were like, "Oh, where's the little piston thing from No Country for Old Men that you killed the cows with?" and they're like, "Oh no, we don't use one of those. We just beat the fuck out of them until they die." I'm pretty sure they'd get shut down. So I think like it's probably okay to like go out back and shoot your dog in the back of the head. Pretty fucked up to even say. That wall's going to come down.
It's definitely coming down.
It's coming down.
But before it does, there was a bill in 2018 that makes it illegal to knowingly slaughter, transport, possess, buy, sell, or donate dogs or cats or their parts for human consumption. So it's illegal.
Ooh. This is a federal law?
That's what it
As of 2018?
That's what I was originally saying. It's not legal to fucking, like kill dogs.
Man, the 90s were so much better. Yeah, you could fucking kill your dog and eat it and transport it. You could bring it. You could bring it to Denny's and then ask the waiter to talk to the kitchen and see if they could cook it for you.
The 90s.
Now I want a Grand Slam breakfast, but instead of bacon, could you cook this dog for me?
Which key is it for the restroom?
Dude, if you don't bring your fucking key next time, you're going home.
I don't know.
Here as the bathroom key.
Isaac has some real possession issues.
Why are you going to the bathroom in the middle of an episode?
We just paused. Like clearly,
We're leaving all this.
Why is your wall falling down? That's a better question.
We're not leaving this in.
Also,
Are we?
Leave it in.
No, we're not. It's recording.
This show's a piece of shit.